YouTube, what's up guys? Hey, hope everyone's having a great day. Back at it with the CELICA GTS content. Little curveball here. Hope everyone's having a great Friday weekend, let's go. What we're doing today is I am making some changes. I'm gonna de-wing the Tsunami just to see how it looks. I'm gonna show you guys how to remove a wing on a Toyota Celica. This is gonna work for pretty much everything except for the TRD high style. That TRD high style has like these extra little push pins that you gotta pop out. A lot of people cut them off and then you use the same original mounting points. Very common. Like when you buy a TRD high style spoiler, you're probably not gonna have those extra mounting points. But today I'm gonna show you guys how to remove a wing and then show you guys what it looks like, and then show you guys how to install some little rubber plugs so that rainwater doesn't get on. And then we're gonna go wingless and it's gonna look sick. Will I do this permanently? Nah, it's just for a little bit. The Tsunami ring's pretty rare, so I'm gonna just see what it looks like without it. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Celica. So I just did lefty-loosey on the fillet heads inside of this. This thing pops off, and then you just tug on this plastic part, and this whole thing will come down. I'm gonna tug on it real quick. Look at all those clips. It's a lot. It's like 11 of them, I think, or something like that, or 10. So those are all the clips that are holding the back of that thing in. And then this right here is the little 10 millimeter. So you're gonna have to remove all those. I'm telling you, just pull on that thing and it'll pop out. I put my hand in right here and pop out. That's where I pull it out, it pops out. Then we got this. So this is what we're looking for. I showed you guys how to install a TRD high style spoiler in the past. I showed you guys how to wire it. So you guys should know how to do that. This would be how to replace your windshield wiper motor. Really simple, pretty darn easy to be honest. So these holes are what we're looking for. Right there, right there. And if you guys remember when I first bought this car, this wing was like ready to fall off. I don't know why. It was just like, it's like you drove over bouncy roads or something like that. But this is ready to come out now. So the tool you're gonna need next, so flathead, I use the flathead to pull one of these bad boys off. The Phillips head, you're gonna need that to get this thing off. And then a 10 millimeter. Hilarious, I have a black one now because I lost my 10 millimeter extension, and then I have another extension, and this is gonna be on a 3/8 wrench. You're gonna need that. So you can do lefty-loosey. So what we're gonna do now is you guys are gonna come up in here and you're just gonna go lefty-loosey on this 10 millimeter nut in there. Like that, and it'll just break off. Got that one. Same thing on this, but you can see how far this, let's see if I can find it. It goes so far in here. Oh, there it is. Like that, right there. So it goes super far in here. That's why I wanted you. Now, the nut might fall off, so what I'm gonna do, instead of doing that, is I'm gonna pull the hatch down a little bit. Okay, so these are the little 10 millimeters. I like these bolts a lot. These are from Toyota. They kind of are like a washer and a nut in the same thing that goes under it. So the wing is just hanging on here, so it's ready to come off. So I'm gonna slowly close this hatch and lock it, and then now it might be able to just come up. Just do a little bit of wiggling. Oh, there's one. Oh, and let's see if the other one came up too. Yeah, so now we're off. Look at that. See that? It's pretty sweet, huh? So those are some little stubs that you're gonna wanna get rid of, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Definitely you're gonna have the same issue. You're gonna wanna get rid of that little dirt and grime. It's just the way it is. They're always kind of like that. Dirt and grimy. I've never not seen one like that. So I'm gonna use a little bit of cleaner wax and clean that all off there. You could also wash the car, but let's get rid of that. Okay, so once you use a little bit of cleaner to get that off, you're gonna get a nice surface here. These are the things that you're gonna wanna move. They're like kind of rubbery-ish at the top, but then the lower part are like really, really hard, stiff, weird composite stuff, and I'll show you what's underneath there. But what we're gonna do is put some masking tape here and masking tape here, because we're gonna take a little hacksaw and cut this thing off, and just do like this. We're just gonna go I'll show you with the blade, so that we can get this flush, because we just don't want these little nipples to hang out here. That kind of looks dumb. So we'll get that off. It's gonna look good. It just won't be 100% perfect, but I'll show you a little trick. Okay, so we masked it off. I know a lot of you guys are not shy. My YouTube following is awesome because you guys really like to go out to projects. I know this because you guys buy stuff off my website, and some of them are pretty hands-on. This is definitely hands-on. It's not scary, or it might be scary, but it's not hard. So I masked all this off because I'm gonna take a serrated edge knife, and I'm just gonna go like that and cut that little line off right there. And I don't want to scratch any of this paint, so let me grab a serrated edge and I'll show you. So this is actually what it looks like if you were just to rip that plastic part off, but we're trying to get rid of that little nub down there to make it flush. All All right guys, I'm getting old and it's getting dark. So I forgot these are kind of difficult. I was gonna use my hacksaw blade, which I did in the past. That's what I thought I did. And I thought I'd just use a jigsaw blade and cut it off, but it's not wanting to go. So I was able to pull this little interesting piece right there. That came out from the middle of it. So this might be a little bit difficult. Make sure you do a nice job taping up here so you don't get too many scratches or anything. And then I was trying to use pliers, but I was able to pull it out. So I'm actually gonna do a different method. I'm gonna use a large drill bit, drill this whole thing out, build my own hole, vacuum all this clean, and then use plugs, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. So I'm using a drill bit to drill this hole out. That's what I'm gonna do. I think is gonna be the best. Mitch, show us how you did this. Okay, I really wanna be detailed on stuff because somehow it got dark so quick. This is the top part that you're gonna see. You're gonna remove this plastic hunk of junk. Underneath it, you're gonna have this little weird cap thing right there. You guys see that? And then behind that, if you can pull that one off, great. Behind it, you're gonna get this little cap that sits in right here, right there. So you guys see that? So now I have holes. So I should have 4 holes total, and it'll be flush. And I didn't really scuff up the paint that much. I think I did a pretty good job. We're gonna vacuum all this up and clean it up. Don't rub any of that metal shavings on there. But now I have 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you guys should have the same, and you should have a flush look. I'm gonna do this on the other side, and then we're gonna go to one of my favorite garages where it's all lit, so I'll show you guys that. So let's jump to that now, but that is how you guys remove it. If you have questions, please, please, please comment down below. I will help you with this. The first tool that I did use was pliers and pulled off that little thing. Then I used this little snipper, and I snipped and clipped on it and wiggled this top cap off right here, this little part. That part, and then the last part I used my drill with an extractor, a bolt extractor, and I pulled that off. It came out like a charm. Okay, so we are here. This is where I'm gonna do this cinematic intro. I have not covered the holes, so you guys can see that I did a really good job of removing everything, right? That looks really good. It's kind of rainy out right now. That looks pretty good in my opinion. There's a little bit of like divot area around it, but it is what it is. That's kind of just what you get with the wings. That's the way they are. That being said, I had a great solution to fill in these holes. You guys ready to do this? So what I went into the store and got, check these out. Metal, aluminum holders. So, oh, do you guys see that? So I don't want to scratch the paint, but what I'm gonna do is use these, and I'm gonna put them up underneath here to plug the holes. No water comes in, flush, looks good, you won't even ever know. So let's go ahead and open up the hood real quick, or the hatch. You might go, Mitch, how are you getting those up in there with not, hitting metal on everything, right? So I use my flathead screwdriver. You see that right there? Flathead screwdriver. I go up, so I go up in the hole right here. I go all the way through, and then I measure it to where I want to put it, and then I just push it off with my finger, and then it's on. So let me show you this one. And look, there's a hole, perfectly filled. How awesome is that? No rainwater. I love it. Look at that, no lights coming through, perfect. So I've finished that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna reinstall the OEM plastics, and we're gonna get a perfect fit on that. I love this. This is gonna look really good. This is just a little cool how-to. Another idea is, this is funny, you can buy a plunger, and the rubber on a soft plunger, you can take an X-Acto blade, cut circles out, and put them in there. With that, if you're gonna wanna do it that way, which is a good way, but a lot of times the rubber, when you go to wash a car, will pop up out of it. It's hard to get you really gotta cram it in to get a tight fit. But those magnets were $1.99. To remove the ring was free, and I get a whole new look. So pretty much for $2, I got a whole new look on my car, and you guys can do the same. Now when you go to reinstall the wing, just because those little nipples aren't there, doesn't mean anything else. The guide from the wing will be fine. It'll be sturdy, it'll be fine. So don't be worried to cut those off and be like, oh no, the wing's gonna wobble around. It won't, it's fine. There's 4 posts on there. I run that same post on all my cars. So even on the Lotus, it has 6 little bolts that go into it, but there's no guides or anything like that. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the edit. I'm gonna put this little plastic thing on, and that's how you do it. If you guys have any questions or anything or whatever, any questions on this or how to at all, comment down below, I'll help you. Make sure to hit the like button, guys. I really appreciate it. I already did a giveaway for the TRD. The guy got it. He loves it. Awesome. That being said, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great weekend.